Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my world. You know, when working with duct tape, I get a lot of questions about wax paper versus parchment paper. And I want to tell you when you can use wax paper and when you should use parchment paper, and a couple tricks on how to work with both of them. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so to show you the differences here with using wax paper and with parchment paper, what I've got here is I've got couple pieces here cut of wax paper, and I've got a piece of parchment paper. I've got some duct tape. I've got my scissors, and now I have a pen and I have a glue stick. And the reason I have these is because every now and then the duct tape won't stick as well as it should to the parchment paper, and I want to show you a little technique on how to make it stick to the parchment paper. So let's just take a piece of duct tape here. Let's just pretend we're making stickers. So I'm going to cut the piece of duct tape and I'm going to put it on my parchment paper. Now, see how it's kind of pooching up a little bit here? What you can do to make sure that that adheres better, flip it over and take either the side of a pen or a glue stick. I like glue sticks because they're nice and flat. And if you just roll it on the flat side, just kind of roll over it, kind of like a rolling pin, but I'm not rolling. I'm kind of just burnishing is what this is actually called. So I'm burnishing it down. Now you can see it's stuck very nicely, not only to the parchment paper, but it was stuck to my tablecloth. There you go. It's stuck nicely to the parchment paper. So now it's all good and ready to be cut. Now I'm going to put this off to the side. So that's tip number one. Now let's do the same thing here with our wax paper. I'm going to place this down. Now the tape sticks nicely to the wax paper. You can see how that happens, and you can still peel it off. And the reason you can still peel it off pretty easily there is because you can easily pick up those edges. The problem is when you cut it, and I'm going to show you what I mean in just a second here. I'm going to make a second piece for myself. And the reason I'm going to make a second piece is because I want to show you an extra little trick with using wax paper. Okay, so parchment paper, wax paper. What we're going to do is just cut out a shape, a basic shape. Make some lips. There we go. There's some lips. These are made on parchment paper. Now, when I flip this over, you can see how it easily peels off like a sticker. And I can just stick that wherever I want. Now, let's watch what happens when I do the same thing with wax paper. I'm going to go up, going to make my lips. Boop. Ooh, these are fuller lips. It kind of looks like a mountain. Anyway, okay, now here's the thing. When I turn it over, finding that edge can be very, very tricky and very difficult. And here's why. When I'm cutting the duct tape and the wax paper actually seals itself to the duct tape. So that's a problem. When I want to try to peel this off, I can't get it off. You see that? I can't get it off as easily as I did that parchment paper. So that makes my sticker kind of pointless. Here's the thing. If you want to use wax paper, because that's all you have, what you need to do is leave yourself a tab. And I kind of look at these like tabs that you would find on like paper doll clothes. So watch what I mean. Here's your tab, and I'm going to make my lips up and over. Now, as you can see, I haven't cut all of this off. I've left this tab. Now, by leaving this tab, look what I can do. I can easily pull it off. See that? So now I can still do the duct tape sticker with the wax paper, but I've left myself a tab that doesn't have any duct tape on it so that I can peel it off. See, the problem is when you are cutting, it just like adheres. It just goes and sticks. But if you give yourself a little tab, you'll be able to pull it right off. And that is the difference between wax paper and parchment paper. So see, now I do have to come back though and give a little trim on either side of my duct tape here. But there's 2 sets of lips done very easily with wax paper and parchment paper. And there you have it. So now you can choose which material works best for you, and especially which one you can actually get. Some people can't get parchment paper, some people can't get wax paper. So whatever you have that you can use on hand, now you know how to use it. For more ideas that won't stick you into a binding situation, come and check us out at Sophie-World.com.